Hello and welcome to my channel Lilo sagt Hallo. In this video we're going to see some advices about equipment and tools usage for delivering an online class effectively. Equipment and tools are the most important factors which enable you to run an online class successfully. The most important thing is a good microphone. Sometimes low-budget headsets might work as well. If you have several low-budget headsets at home, test them via recording a few sentences on your PC. You might find the quality of one of them acceptable. If not, then it is worth to get an external microphone or a high-quality headset. Good quality microphones are noise filtering and replay your voice in a clear way. That makes a big difference in your audience comfort. You can find lots of advices and reviews about microphones online. While it is a must to have a good quality microphone, it is not that important to have a high quality camera. The integrated camera in your PC should be good enough for this purpose. Therefore, I believe there is no need to make an investment into a new camera for the purpose of teaching online. To deliver your online class in a good way, you need to set up and arrange your background for the video and your workplace. So for the video appearance, a suitable workplace background is very important. But keep in mind that the background should reveal the least amount of personal insight. For example, it is not okay to show your bed during your online class. That would make your class less professional. You could get a small table which you can move around easily to put it as close as possible to a neutral background so that the camera doesn't have a wide angle from your room to show. Then you might also pick specific colors of your shirts to make a good contrast with your background and all in all reflect a positive and energetic spirit towards the students. Good lighting is also important. You can find simple advices about that online. For the sound, you have to choose, of course, a quiet place in combination with your high-quality microphone. Else, students will have trouble listening and following you. So, to deliver a good online class, you definitely need a good internet connection. Consider as well to pay for an appropriate bundle based on your consumption rate. Then you need a good conferencing tool. There are many cheap conferencing applications available, and some offer free usage based on certain conditions. I recommend to send to students how to use videos from the tool's user help page in advance. But still keep in mind that one of the major challenges in the first class will be how to use the tool in practice, even if you and the student have seen an instructional video before the class. Make sure in your first class to handshake with students that they know where the chat window is and how they can mute and unmute themselves at least. If the student feels comfortable with the tool, it is one worry less. Breakout Rooms is a feature which comes in one of the conferencing tool applications. It enables you to manage group exercises when you have a class of several students. You split the students into groups in virtual rooms. Students from one room then cannot see or hear the students in the other room. And you as a teacher can enter the different virtual rooms to assist and guide on the exercises. At the end, you get all students back into the main conferencing room. You might need to pay for this feature, but if you have a classroom with at least 6 people, I believe it could be worth the investment. To teach online, you will definitely need a digital whiteboard. There is usually a whiteboard embedded into your conferencing tool, but if that tool has not enough features for you, and if you don't want to pay a lot, there are also free whiteboards you can download. Some paid whiteboards offer free trials to explore the features. But besides the online whiteboards available, I usually make use of a Microsoft Excel tab and I use the basic whiteboard in limited amount only. I found it also very useful to mirror my tablet to the PC and to use some painting application to handwrite using a touch pen while explaining. That is much easier than to write on the whiteboard with a mouse. That actually hardly works for me. You can also try to connect your mobile phone to the PC. How to mirror your tablet or mobile phone to your PC is explained online in many videos if you are interested. Another comment I want to add, if you decide to use a Microsoft Excel file as a whiteboard, that first you have to color all cells in white color and then you should increase the font. Of course, regarding the font, you have to handshake that with the students if they see the font size you have chosen or not. That is very important. And also keep in mind to hide the upper bar of the Excel file so that it causes less distractions for the students and also that you have more space to write on. Many tools come with an annotation feature to mark and draw over your presented material. Annotation is very useful. Just get used to the shortcuts to clear all drawings and to disable that feature and to get back into the pointer mode quickly. There are also many other free and cheap tools you can use based on your need. For example, games, polls, exercise creation, and many other things. You just have to explore online if you have some free time. While checking online for tools to support you in online teaching, you might find yourself overwhelmed with many tools. But ask yourself what you really need and what is really useful for your class. It must also be handy for you to use. It is necessary to practice any new tool before you're using it in the class, and for that you can check out learning videos on the web so that you do not face any issues when you deploy them with the students. Keep in mind that it will not be of any benefit to anyone if you purchase that cool add-on tool to use in your online classroom, but in reality it is not delivering any value add to the student. It becomes even worse if you are not comfortable with using it properly. So I recommend to start with the basic and easy tools available, and after gaining more experience in online teaching, you can gradually build up your content and teaching techniques and tools. In an online class, we are sharing our screen most of the time. So handshake with the students before you start explaining if they can see your screen or not. You might need to increase the window size of the part you're sharing or to zoom in or out. I advise also to get used to the shortcuts which come with the tool so that you're not struggling to find the window of the chat, the participant list, or the mute and unmute buttons. A good way to test impact of screen sharing on the audience is setting up a conference between your mobile phone and PC using two email addresses. You can then send an invitation to another email address you have and connect to the session via the mobile phone in addition to your PC connection. Then you can see and get an idea about how what you are sharing on the screen is perceived by a student, including the video camera display, of course. You can also check the font and the zooming percentage for a more comfortable view. There are things we can plan for and things which might happen unexpectedly, for example, like technical problems. My advice, even if you face technical issues, stay confident and relaxed. Students are mostly tolerant if the overall session is going well. There are cases where your laptop is suddenly restarting for no reason, or you have a sudden power cutoff because your charger was not plugged in correctly, and there are many other things which could happen unexpectedly. But nevertheless, keep calm and handle the situation in a relaxed way. This video gave some insights into tools and equipment usage during your online class. I hope you found some tips useful, and I wish you best of luck with your coming online teaching classes.